please drop in a message, a thumbs up that if you have joined in. If there are any queries, also do drop it. I'm thankful if you have come at 7 o'clock. So today we have a very interesting topic, as I've already know. It's about the effects of blue light on, on the skin. Is what the discussion is going to be about. So please drop in. Let me know where you're from, a little bit about your profession if possible, so that you actually understand what this topic is all about. I can actually help you all. If I answer your profession as to how long are you all on a particular screen. All of these put in together, I would understand better about you as well. So just drop in a hi, hello, you're from so and so place. So just a brief about myself. I am Dr. Supriya and I have studied from various universities. I have completed my MBBS from Maharashtra University of Health Sciences. Also done multiple courses from South Korea and from Pune and from Germany. All of these courses getting me to a place where I'm a cosmetologist now. At Derma Shrine, where is my clinic, the shrine meaning a temple for the skin. We basically deal a lot with the beauty aspect, but in a manner that's very minimalistic and very sustainable. When I'm saying minimalistic and sustainable, what I actually am trying to say is that we don't give too many things. Like we're not like 1, 2, 3, 4, do this, do that, all this all day long. We have a very minimalistic approach and very sustainable in the sense this can go on for life. Most of the skin problems that do come back are majorly because you stop doing what you do. So here our focus is always that you continue in a very sustainable manner. You do the right things continuously. I am glad to see that there's so many people who joined in. Thank you so much for joining in. And yes, do drop in a message if you'll have any queries as well. Please drop in those. This is going to be a very regular session where we're going to have live shows. And we're going to be discussing your problems. Maybe today we are unable to discuss that particular issue that you had, but eventually we will come to that particular topic and discuss it as well. So how are all of y'all? I'm guessing most of y'all have gone back to work. Y'all are heading towards work, getting back from work, so work from home. Okay, so let me know how are things with y'all. For people who just tuned in, I'm Dr. Supriya and we're waiting for a couple of minutes before we start our session so that we have more number of people, more number of questions coming in as well. For people who are waiting, thank you so much for waiting. Yes, and if you'll have any other queries, do let me know. Alright, so I think it is 7 or something. So I think I'll start off with the topic of the discussion that we're having today, which is blue light. Now you would wonder what is blue light. Is that the TV screens that you can have like a wallpaper that is blue, is that the blue light, or what exactly is blue light? So to understand blue light, let's go backward to understand what is visible light. So visible light is something which we call the white light, as what we studied in school is the Vigor. So you have the violet, the indigo, the green, the red, all that, the entire list of it. So basically it's a light that comes where you're in the sun, and that's the white light, that's the visible light. In the light you have multiple spectrums, the lights together, they make this white light. They have multiple wavelengths. These wavelengths have a different effect on our skin depending on what type of a wavelength is hitting our skin. So just to tell you in brief, just a small thing, like the red light is the longest wavelength and around about 650, 633 actually. That of a green would be close to 540. The blue that we're going to be speaking about is close to 415, 420, 440 types, and that of UV is 400. So if you can see the spectrum, UV lights and blue lights are pretty close to each other. So there's a very thin line where blue light actually stands. So the effects of this particular light can be on both the sides, depending on how and where you're getting the blue light from. So visible light, that's the sunlight, which has the blue light. will actually have the highest amount of damage on your skin. And hence we always discuss that, oh, please wear your sunscreen when you're stepping out, don't be out for too long, all of that. But recently the studies also that your doctors must be telling you that please put on your sunscreens even when you're at home. So you would be like, oh, it's a cloudy day outside, oh, I'm just sitting at home, I'm just on my phone. Even that time your doctor is asking you to put a sunscreen. Why is that the case? So mainly the reason is that the blue lights which is emitting from your phones. Now you would have also seen that a lot of phones have now come up with this blue light filter or night light or nighttime mode. The reason being that your blue light gets filtered out. Why is this the case? So if you see the entire look of it when you are seeing your phone with the blue light on and the blue light off, you will see that the blue light completely makes it bright, and that again makes it pretty a little darker once you turn off the blue light. So the effect of blue light is brightness, it's more visible in that way. So yeah, so that is what is it. So your phone actually has blue light, your televisions have blue light, of course some part of these LED lights have blue light. So all of these visible lights that we consider would have blue light as a part of it. What are the effects? Should you be worried? Is there something you need to know about it? Then the answer is yes, you're here for that. So we're going to answer all of that for you. So when you discuss about the blue light as such, you must understand that the sunlight has a lot of it compared to what you would, in comparison to your phones, your televisions, your laptops. But as we're doing work from home, as we are a lot of time on our phones, we are just at home, our only entertainment comes from these electronic devices. That is where the point comes, where the blue light is, continuously on your skin. You are always, because all your phones are, within a feet. So you're continuously on your phone or your television. Nowadays, at least in Mumbai, your house is not very big, but the television sizes have become bigger. So you're much closer to the television as compared to what it was earlier. Then you have your laptops, you're obviously working from home, you have your emails, all of this. If nothing else, you're at least just watching Netflix, and just chilling on it, or you're just watching some series or some movies on it. So you continuously have this stimulus of blue light that's coming in. So in comparison to the sunlight, it is not as much, but it is there. The exposure to it has now increased as compared to any other time that we would have to discuss. Maybe a non-COVID time, you were not so frequently on your phone. You would obviously step out, you would drive, you would want to, talk to your friends. You're all out there and you're not so much on your phones. But now that's not the case. The way to connect with your friends is also through phones. We are continuously making video calls, or we are studying something online, or there's continuously that we are in touch with this light, which is the blue light. So is blue light really a bad boy? So the answer would be, it's a very thin line that it walks on. So depending on the the minutes of exposure, the amount of exposure, that's where this light can become a good or a bad thing. Alright, so what are the bad effects that you can have because of blue light? So blue light, bad effects are hyperpigmentation. The more this blue light hits you, the more darker your skin becomes. So you need to understand that the skin starts to become more tanned or more blacker at the areas where this blue light is hitting. Again, as I said, it is not as bad as the sunlight. So say that for the 10 minutes that you're sitting on the sunlight, that kind of a tanning is not going to be equal to the amount of screens that you're using, but the duration of time that you're actually on the phone. So even when you step out, you're not all day long out, right? You are just like for some amount of time you're stepping out and you come back to a shady place. But when it comes to the phone, that's not the same case anymore. You're online like for hours together. You're watching a movie, you're binge watching some series, you're like you start watching at 9 o'clock, you're watching till 5 o'clock in the morning. This entire time you're just on that same thing. So things that are happening on your skin are now, the blue light is now having a lot more effect because of that. So as I told you, there's hyperpigmentation that is a part of it. Okay, but there's no evidence that can cause skin cancer. So we can, there's, as of right now, we don't have evidence that blue light is causing the skin cancer. So we can rule that out for that time. So your phones are specifically not going to cause cancer of your skin because of the blue light component. Alright, so what exactly happens when I'm talking about blue light, and what exactly is the effect on the skin? So I guess most of the people, or when we are reading, most of the articles are stating that you must switch off your phone at least an hour before you're about to sleep, because the effect of blue light is, as I said, it's from the sun as well, that it works on your melatonin, and melatonin is required for you when you want to sleep. Okay, so we have a cycle, a sleep cycle, right? And as you're aware that the sleep cycle is basically because of the sun. So whenever this blue light hits, your melatonin reduces. So because the melatonin reduces, you don't tend to sleep, you tend to stay up. This kind of a thing that is happening, where you're unable to sleep, absolutely, you're just not sleeping that much, because whenever you're on the phone, you would realize that you would tell yourself that, oh, I'm very sleepy right now, I need to sleep. But once you're watching the phone, of course it's entertaining, but the blue light is also having the effect where it is not allowing you to sleep, and that's where it's, you're pushing your limits. So when you could have slept, say, around about 12 o'clock, you realize it's 3 o'clock and you're still up. That is the effect of melatonin on it. So that is just a brief to explain to you what is the sleep cycle that's running in our body. Now, because you're sleeping late, of course you have your office timing, you have all of your other work that you have the next morning, you have your your chores to do, all of that. So you're waking up again, say, around about at 7:38. So now your sleep cycle, which was supposed to be of 8 hours, is now cut down to what, 4.5, 5 hours. As we are all aware that when you sleep less, you tend to age faster. Sleep has another effect altogether when it comes to, because there are a lot of hormones that come even when you're sleeping, which help your body recover. So when you're sleeping, there are a lot of your body growth hormones that come out, and they help your body, your collagen, to recover. So in that way, when you're not sleeping enough, you're aging. So that's the effect of blue light when it comes to melatonin, and that melatonin acting as an aging factor. This is where, so it's an indirect effect of it. So when it comes to your blue light aging, along with that, I'm sorry, I'm just have to read a part of it. Okay, so yeah, so I've explained this to you. Okay, so the other thing is that something called as free radical. I don't know how many of you are actually aware of free radicals which are there. You obviously have heard something which are antioxidant. What are antioxidants? Why are you using antioxidants? So antioxidants are basically used because we have a lot of free radicals in our body. Now, free radicals in our body are also because of a lot of things, which include from smoking, not sleeping enough, not eating the right food, not exercising. All of these also cause free radicals. But blue light also has some effect of causing the free radicals. Hence, the antioxidant part also comes in. Now, just to explain you in a very simple step, when why do your doctors ask you to take antioxidant, or why is antioxidant as good as a superfood, is because when you are doing the bad things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, antioxidants actually help you get back to 3 to 4 steps. So you're running back by 4 steps, and again you have that 1 step which is ahead. So this is what that's game between the free radicals and the antioxidants. So blue light also tends to cause this free radical problems of your skin, and hence you have to consume a good amount of antioxidants as well. Now hi, I can see a lot of people who joined in. Thank you so much for joining in. Okay, if you have your queries, please shoot in your queries, please do that. Okay, so the other thing is, you would ask, so should I stop watching your phones, or should I completely stop doing what I'm doing? The answer would be no. You don't have to completely stop what you're doing, but you need to understand that your body also has a cycle, that it has to have a rhythm with. You understand, right? Our body has to have a dance with the sun, with the moon, because we need to sleep on time, we need to wake up on time, we have things to do on time, and that is why we have to be in the rhythm with the sun. Whereas when it's out, you should be awake. When it's by around about 9:30, 10, you should stop watching your phones. By 11:30, 12, you should be off to sleep. The other thing about blue light and night is that most of the time we wash our face off completely. We are like completely cleared off with all our makeup, and all of those things are all cleared off. Now we have a very spick and span clean skin. Now the effect of the blue light is direct on your face. So now that the effect of the free radicals are also much higher at night. So we must understand that the blue light is a part and parcel of our life right now, and it's not at all the worst thing that can happen to us. But yeah, we can avoid this to a very large extent. We can avoid this by obviously putting the blue light filters. You get these physical barriers nowadays which are for blue light filters. You can obviously put on your sunscreen even at night if you think you're going to be working out, you're going to be staying up late working on your laptop, on your computer, on your phones. You need to put on your sunscreen even there. So in such cases, you're protecting your skin somewhere, and that is what's going to be helping you out eventually. Alright, so as I explained that why is it so concerning, I have a few questions for myself and I'm going to answer all your queries soon. Okay, how do you protect? So I just explained to you how do you protect also. So the topical ones are obviously that you can apply a lot of sunscreen. Any antioxidants that also you can apply, that is your vitamin C. Vitamin C tends to act as a physical barrier and as a very good antioxidant. Just as I told you, the antioxidant is like it's like taking a walk, couple of like if you have damaged your skin 5 times, it's going to be taking you a walk backward again. So of course, it in your physical aspect, vitamin C works very well. You obviously have some part of it as glutathione. You have a lot of plant-based antioxidants which we recommend that you all take over the with food as well. So yeah. Okay, the sunscreens are the most important thing, as I already told you all. The sunscreens which should be mineral-based sunscreens. Okay, these should be the ones which are which have zinc oxide or iron oxide in them. So these basically help, and that also nanoparticles. That these basically help your skin. They protect them, against all these sunlights and visible lights as well. So this way you can protect yourself. So again, as I said, that the blue light is not the worst thing. As a matter of fact, we use blue light, to treat acne scars as well. But the amount of time that we use the blue light is far much lesser as compared to the time that you are spending on the phone. So the effect of it depends on where you are standing and where you're doing and what you're doing, at that point of time. So yes. So that's about blue light. And if you have any other queries, do shoot in. Okay, and just to tell you a brief about our clinic, we are located at Bandra and we do a variety of treatments which range from acne scars to tattoo removal, skin rejuvenation, this simple thing that whenever you're on the screen, whenever you're talking to your friend on your on your phone, whenever you're doing these live videos or when you're doing this phone conversation with your friends, you can't always go back and put a foundation. So to get that, the flawless skin, that is where, we want to be there for you. We are not here to tell you become fair or become white and all of that. That does not matter. What really matters is an even tone skin, you feeling fresh all the time. That's what we are here for. Also, we started with new IV therapies. As I explained to you, that there are a lot of oxidants which are free radical, out in the open. So for that, we have some IV therapies which are very, which help your oxidants reduce. Okay, so I have a few questions that have come to me. Okay, can we undo the damage that has been done? Yes, the damages which have happened because of the skin. So again, just a little bit, how do we understand that your skin is starting to age? So how do you compare yourself? One thing you need to understand is the genetics. So if your mother looks slightly older than the way she looks with her other sisters, then you possibly have those genetic, genetic things where you're going to start looking older much faster. In such cases, whenever blue light, is going to be on you, it's going to have a very quicker, very faster effect. So in those cases, you need to understand that you have to start protecting your skin way before. So say you're 25, your peers and all are looking like 25, but you find yourself looking close to 28. That's where the problem starts to come. So in such cases, of course, we you can come to us and we can help you out with. These damages are reversible. You obviously can't only use topical and feel that it's not, it's going to completely go off. You might have to use some or the other cream, some or the other treatment, but yes, this is completely reversible. Once the damage is done, it can be completely reversed back. Any suggestions to remove skin tags? Oh yeah, we have treatments for skin tag which are which range from cauterization to CO2 lasers, and yeah, so that can be done depending on what type of skin tags you have. Yes, we can. Can blue light cause wrinkles and hyperpigmentation? So yes, hyperpigmentation, it can cause, as I explained in the very start, that blue light does have an effect on your skin for hyperpigmentation if you are overdoing it, if you're over sitting on your phones. Yes, wrinkles, as I explained, because you're not sleeping well at night, you're aging. You're aging because your growth factors are not working for you. Your collagen synthesis is not happening. You're not actually digesting food also well. So a lot of things put together, when you're not sleeping properly, that's when you're aging faster. So yes, you can get a lot of wrinkles indirectly because of the blue light. Personal hacks for dealing with blue light damage. Yeah, so the personal hacks for dealing with blue light damage would be, as I told you, you just have like a screen which is a blue light filter. You can switch on your blue light, the blue light filter in your phone itself. Put on mineral sunscreens. Those are one of the best thing you can do for your skin is actually keep putting on the sunscreen. Whenever you're stepping out, choose not to step out in the sun when it's very bright and very bright actually. So tend to not stand up that time. Okay, can keeping the light on your phone low reduce the effects of blue light? Yes, it can. You can keep it low. It will have a much better effect because blue light is almost white light. Should we use sunglasses or sunscreen lotion to protect ourselves? Yes, please use sunscreen on yourself, on your body, on your face, to protect yourself. Again, please understand that blue light is not going to cause cancer, but yes, you're going to age much faster because of the indirect effect that it has on you. Should you use sunglasses? So there's a lot. You don't have to use sunglasses, but you have a lot of spectacles that are now working out as blue light filters, and those are the ones specifically that you need. Also, it's we can't. The other thing about a blue light glass is that you can't put it on and watch and sit like this. You can't have your phone like this and you can't watch it. You have to have it in front where the effect is direct. Take a bigger one than than your eyes. Don't take the ones which are very small. You have to take the ones which is slightly bigger than your eyes. Again, blue light will not directly damage your eyes, but it tends to strain your eyes. So blue light directly has no major effects. What basically happens, you don't tend to blink your eyes. You don't, you're concentrating too much. You're just looking straight into it. As I said, you wouldn't even realize when it was 12 o'clock and when it's 3 o'clock right now because you're binge watching. So you're just training your eyes at one point of place, which you wouldn't have been doing if you were walking around, or if you were sleeping, or if you were reading a book. It wouldn't be the same effect. So hence, in that way, you would have to be careful. So don't need to use sunglasses, you need to use blue light filter. And yeah, sunscreen is very helpful to you. In the meantime, I can tell you some good antioxidants. I'm getting a few queries as well. So the meantime, I'll tell you what are these good antioxidant foods that you can eat, for your body, for your, internally, to get a much better effect. So one thing is vitamin C. So vitamin C is in lime, all your citric fruits, all of those have a lot of vitamin C in it, and that is a very potent, fighter against the free radicals. The other thing what people I think do a mistake is that they eat their vitamin C or they drink their vitamin C with hot water. You can't have hot water, please. It has to be lukewarm or lesser. It can't be boiling hot water. Secondly, you can't put hot water, like you can't squeeze a lemon, put it in the microwave and expect the effect of vitamin C. Does not happen that way. Moringa leaves are known to have a very good effect on your skin, have a very high amount of antioxidants in them. So they are very helpful. Eating raw vegetables are also very helpful. Of course, cutting down on meat also helps a lot in terms of your free radical secretion. Okay, I'm just reading the queries. What should working professionals know about the impact of blue light exposure on their skin, especially during work from home? Well, the whole topic was about this, but in case you missed, of course, you need to understand the most simple thing, that blue light is not the bad one completely. What happens with blue light is the effects it gives along with it. So what if you are sitting and using your phones continuously, that blue light is reducing your melatonin. Melatonin basically helps you sleep. It's the reason why the cycle is there. And that cycle, to have that cycle working properly, you need to make it a point that you stop your phones, your laptops an hour before you're about to sleep. Because when you don't sleep enough, that's where the aging aspects start to come in, and you start getting wrinkles and hyperpigmentation, all of it. So as a working professional, you need to know that you might start to look more aged a little bit before your time, and you could get a lot of spots of hyperpigmentation as well. So that's where the problem can come in. Okay, does the blue light affect men and women differently? No. So the blue light is going to have the same effect. The only thing about men is they have slightly thicker skin, and the other problem with men is that they don't believe in skincare regime, and that's where the problem comes in. So they also need to follow the same thing. They need to moisturize their face. They think that it's not for them. Trust me, it is for all of us. We have to apply sunscreens. We have to all apply. We all have to apply moisturizers. If men take that equal amount of care as what women take, then even they won't have any of these effects, which are so considered to be only men related. But women differently in one way, yes. The blue light that can have is when you get in a state of menopause. Menopause tends to have that problem where so our skin is majorly protected because of our hormones. So for the ladies, the hormones protect it. When you tend to have your menopause setting in, your hormones are not working out for you. That's when you start having this thing called as melasma, which is a that butterfly effect that you see on these ladies, or you see this hyperpigmentation patch. That tends to increase in women after, generally, when their hormones are not in place. So in that way, it tends to have a little different effect on that side. How does blue light therapy help acne? So blue light basically helps in killing the microorganisms which are there in the particular, when you have your acne, you have a lot of bacteria which is over there. So that particular bacteria helps in killing it, and that's how it helps the acne in not further increasing, or it does not spread ahead. So that way. Okay, do we have any more queries? All right. Okay. So I don't have any more queries. So thank you all for joining in. I just want to tell you that we have a few giveaways for people who joined in, and all you have to do is you have to follow us at Derma Shrine. And I think there's a query that has come in. So you just have to follow us on Derma Shrine, and actually we have a lot of giveaways. You can see our highlights, our posts, and we can help you out with a lot of variety of stuff. So for anything and everything related to skin and hair, we are here for you. We are here to help you out. For you to get that flawless complexion, for that youthful looking skin all the time. Even when you're turning a little older, you will always feel and look younger, is where we want to be with you all. So that is one thing. Our address is in Bandra. We're located in Bandra. This is on the 16th Road, if you know where Mini Punjab is. Or the Bombay Salad and Co. We're right adjacent to them. So yeah, that's where we're located. So if you need something, we're here for you. Please book a consultation with us. Okay, I have a query. Are there physical shields for skin that protect from blue light? The physical shields as such, then you can only probably tie a scarf on yourself if you want to talk about physical ones. But if you're talking about sunscreen, and there are a lot of sunscreens which are also called as mineral sunscreens, they also have like a physical protection, but obviously there's nothing compared to putting your own bandana and all together. Any particular ingredient that protects against blue light? So when I keep saying sunscreens, it's basically the zinc oxide and the iron oxide, which are a part of the mineral sunscreen, which have to be nanoparticles. They basically absorb the blue light, and they don't let it come to your skin. So that particularly is very helpful when it comes to blue light. So yes. So please do tune in. Please come on Derma Shrine website, on our Instagram page. Please see us. Please like us. Please comment. Please share. And we have a lot of giveaways and a lot of discounts that are coming in. So please tune in. And if you have any other queries or any other discussions or any other topic that you want us to discuss related to skin, please shoot in, and we will obviously have a session again. Thank you so much for your time, and hope to see you all soon. Take care. Bye.